Hi guys, this is Bloopy here, ready to play Minecraft. We are in Random World for another one of Bloopy's tutorials. And hello Mr. Pig. As usual, I have a carrot for you, which for some reason I dropped over there. There you go, and you can have that back. So today on our tutorials we are building a payment code door, which isn't actually what it sounds like. It's the only name I could think of that actually made a little bit of sense. But how about I just build it, and then you'll know what it is. It is quite a a difficult contraption, and it is a lot more difficult than anything we've done before, like over there on our rainbow beacon or those doors we've done over there. But it is quite an ingenious contraption, if I say so myself. I've spent ages trying to figure out how it should work. So, for what you need, yes, it is a redstone project. You need redstone repeater, just normal redstone. You need a comparator. You need hoppers, and you need droppers. Yes, there's a lot of stuff you need. You do not need an iron door or any of this other stuff, but you do need a piston. So we're not actually using... Oh yes, we need sticky pistons. Actually, there's a lot of stuff actually out of here we need. I hope that's it. I think we need a lever, which I've thrown on the floor. And then what we're building out of is... I think we're going to need sand. My inventory's all filled up, so how about I just get the stuff when I need it. So first... you need to build a platform. I'm going to build it out of lime green wool. Now build a sort of platform like this, and then just build build the tower, and then build the platform. Because the platform is where the door's going to be, because all the redstone is actually going to happen underneath for it to work. So it's one of those doors that actually appear above the ground. So leave the tower there, don't demolish it. Actually, we don't need that. We need the tower on the edge. And then hopefully that'll be it. Now, this is all hopefully going to fit together. You need that block to be destroyed, and you need a block here because you need to put a hopper there. Actually, why is that pointing that way? Wait, if I try it this way. Yes, there we go. You put a hopper like that. And then you put a hopper like that, there, and there. Now, they point into this block, but I don't think that matters. As long as this top one is pointing down, I think we're alright. Now you build across ways, and try not to click on the hoppers because you can't actually place blocks on them because... well, they give you the item slots that they hold. And this is where one of your walls are going to be. So, I'm only going to build it one high. I think I need stuff there. And then your piston door, is going to appear here. So, if I just build out a bit, like that. Hopefully I've got this right. Pistons... go like that. Let's use a different colour. Let's use the famous yellow stained clay. We'll get rid of the comparator. We don't need that yet. And if we go like that, then with the pistons, we can then... why do you always face upwards? Well, I don't need you to face upwards. Then you need two blocks between. And then some more sticky pistons. There. And yellow stained clay. So it's sort of like the other door, because we need them to be open to start with. So if we build a repeater, and connect those up. And then we do the same here. So 2 repeaters, and we connect those up. And now it's quite tricky because we have to link all this up. So it's a lot of redstone involved. But we need to make sure, pick that up, that we go underneath, because you don't want to walk all over the redstone. That's just, it's just ugly when you see what the redstone does. I mean, it's quite interesting, but when you already know what it does, you know, it's not really desirable to look at. But we'll just leave that open for now. So you need a repeater, because otherwise the signal will cancel itself out. Actually, if I put the repeater further up, don't want it there. Now if I put the repeater there, connect all that up with redstone, and that redstone can all link there. I don't need that there. Then hopefully I can pile like staircase mode and repeat that there. Actually, just because don't want a lever there, if I put the repeater there, then it won't affect this signal when it comes back. But I don't think that matters. I'm not even talking sense at the moment, am I? Oh. So this redstone needs to all come down to your floor where your hopper, you know, the same level as your hopper piles over there. And if you're making fun of me because I said piles, then you are very immature. So if I extend that out a bit, because this is where our redstone signal is going to be. I didn't plan this well, building it near the edge of the ocean. Water and redstone do not mix. So hopefully this will work. I gotta turn that on. Yes, and they're both closed. That is very good news. Now our other wall is going to go here, because otherwise you're going to, you know, this is where you're going to walk through. This is our door. So if I just block that off, and the sun is now going down, even though we did begin at full daylight, the days seem to go very quick, as they always do in these videos. So, time, not in caps, time, set, day. And then we're all right to go again. Okay, so while I quickly explain what the hopper is, I'm just going to get a sign. So the hopper, actually I need that line more. I'm still building out of it. Get rid of that. The hopper is like a payment machine, which is where the word payment is. You're going to need 5 gold. Actually, let's go diamonds, because diamonds are more expensive. For entry, because you're going to pay to get this door open. Now, the great thing about hoppers is that, since I got 2 redstone, if I throw redstone in a hopper, it should disappear. But hoppers, a hopper sucks out whatever's above it. So, theoretically, the redstone should be suck. And there it is, all the way at the bottom. But if I put it back, it won't appear in that one. It always goes to the very bottom one, which is there. So this is where the really horrible part comes in, where I spent ages experimenting, because I found out that hoppers can somehow send a redstone pulse. And the only way they do this is by using a dropper, because the dropper... Wait, if I get rid of that hopper and throw the redstone in, the redstone go in... Where'd it go? Oh, I've done this. I've done a very, very awesome error. If errors can be awesome. If you crouch and then press hopper, the hopper will reroute back into there. Whereas if you put the dropper down second, the hopper won't do anything. So if I throw the redstone in, not out, and then go into the dropper, it'll be in the dropper. Whereas if the dropper was there second time, then... Let me say that again. If the hopper is put there first and then the dropper, it won't feed into the dropper. But if the dropper is put there first and the hopper is put there while you're crouching, then the hopper is like a system a relay system that goes into the dropper. As you can see, there's the point going into the dropper, but this point is going into the block because that's where I placed it. But since nothing can go in a block, you don't have to worry about it. So here comes the horrible bit. This is where our redstone comparator comes in. And this was just a complete wild guess. I have no idea what a comparator does. But if you put it like that, for some reason, when the items go through down into the dropper, it will send a pulse along there. And it doesn't do it with repeaters, and it doesn't do it with redstone. So don't ask me why it does it with comparators, it just does. So this is the weird bit. I need to extend off here a few blocks, and I need a piston and a piston with, let's do a different colour wool, just because it adds a bit of a difference. I don't need the pistons anymore. And sand. The sand needs to go above, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, including the redstone block. So what? That means 6. That means 4 blocks of sand. Wait, no, it doesn't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks. So 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it needs to be 5 blocks on either side. And then this. I know this is so complicated. I'm struggling even to say what I want to say. This all has to link up. So if it goes along like that, and it needs to go out one more, and it needs to go into the pistons. I use repeaters, but you don't have to. Like that, so it should go into the pistons, and because the signal will probably run out, knowing my redstone, I'll just put a repeater there. Right, so what should happen, and I've used, let's get rid of all that, I've used 5 diamonds because there's 5 blocks there. Now what should happen is every time I place a diamond into there, you need to wait a bit, is the diamond will fall into the dropper, and as it falls past the comparator, a pulse will be sent, just one, and it will turn off and on really quickly, or on and off, and the piston will push forward and retract, and that block goes 1 forward. So in actuality, I only need 4 blocks of sand. So that should go 1 forward, and then the sand block will fall in place. I think the only way to show you is to demonstrate. But eventually, after I've paid in 5 diamonds, it will push out the redstone, and I think there's a cleaner way of doing this. If I try this, let's get some lime wool. No, this is the only way of doing it. I've built it that way so that you can't have the pistons going over it, but that's fine, I'll just have to replace the redstone. After I pay 5 diamonds, the pistons should have pushed forward 5 times. So eventually they'll push the redstone off, which cancels out the signal to the door and opens the door. So now I need 5 diamonds. Where are diamonds? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So imagine you're coming along. If you're in an adventure map or something, oh look, there's our rainbow beacon. You're coming along. Oh, 5 diamonds for entry. The door must be this thing then. Oh, no, I forgot I was in creative. The door must be that thing. So, oh, it conveniently has 5 diamonds. And this is the important part. You've got to put one in, then you've got to wait, because the piston has to go forward and retract. If you put loads in at once, you lose all your diamonds and it only moves forward like once. 2, 3, 4, and this is the moment of truth. 5, and it hasn't worked. What has gone wrong? There are 5 diamonds there. So what has gone wrong? Oh, okay. Yes, the comparator lights up if you see that. If you throw the diamond in, the comparator does light up. My problem, oh, need to look in the dropper, is that here the signal cannot continue because there's no repeater. So if the comparator lights up, a repeater shall then force the signal onwards. I am a complete idiot. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and now this is the blessed moment. 5. There you go! It works! Oh, yes! And then through here is whatever you want it to be. It your treasure room or your, I don't know, your secret base. And then you can have a little pathway that comes down so you can retrieve your diamonds. Because I'm pretty sure if you were in survival and you built this and you couldn't get your diamonds back, you wouldn't have many diamonds left in your world if you had to enter your base every day. The only problem with this is the cleanup, because you can only use it once. You've got to clear away the wool, reattach the redstone so the door closes again, and then you need, let's use yellow clay, and then you need to put your sand back, 3, 4 blocks, and then with your 5 diamonds you can then that's how you close it. But there is one way. You could have a load of dispensers which pop out the sand, but that is just overdoing things, I think. If you have a path, you can just come down and clear it. Loads easier, because in survival you can just scoop the sand and then you get the blocks back, whereas in creative you have to you destroy the blocks and then you have to get them back off the menu. But it has worked. That is the fastest I've ever built something this complicated, and I only think it's complicated because you need a comparator, and I have no idea what a comparator does. If anyone actually knows what a comparator does, then you are either very clever or you've wasted a lot of time researching it. Oh look, great timing. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to give you this quick screenshot there. So that's the left-hand side, and then over here is the right-hand side. You can just do it for 2 blocks, and you can do without this. But I wanted to make it a bit more interesting because it looks cooler. The bigger the door, the cooler the contraption is. So I'm gonna skip ahead to when it's a bit more cleared up and imagine it's some sort of adventure map. And there we are. And of course we have a spider climbing all over the redstone, just as we did with the rainbow beacon not last time, but times ago. And is that a witch? What are you doing here? Did you just drink a healing potion? I'm not sure even witches even spawn near. I always thought they only spawned in swamps. For a moment, actually, I thought it was someone who had joined my game. No, just a witch. Hello, Mrs. Witch. I love the wart on your, is that a nose or a lip? Or whatever it is. Well, I hope you're happy admiring my beautiful creation. You can go and drink your potions, or go swimming. What? you know what? I don't know why you guys don't just come and use the newly formed diving board I've just built. So, what I've done is I've covered the whole thing up. You wander in, and you pay your 5 diamonds. Yes, I know, it's a long process. And there we go. And you come through. 10-meter diving board. Charge! Woo! And you dive in, you meet your creeper friend, and you swim back out. You know, and while I was building it, a creeper appeared here, which I was quite worried about because I don't know in creative if creepers blow up. I found out that they don't. So, I hope that, I had to get rid of it just in case it did blow up and destroy my lovely contraption. But it didn't, so we're fine. So, that was quite a while, that was quite difficult, but I am very proud to say that we have completed another amazing project. So, on my diving board, thank you guys for watching, and I will see you all later for the next episode. Bye!